So you're just vibing in a store when, out of nowhere, this absolute banger starts playing.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody.
But you don't remember the name of it, which is a problem. Do you hum it into Google? Nope. Do you ask a random employee? Probably not either. Do you just cry and take that L? Well, no. You whip your phone out of your pocket and Shazam it. Shazam listens for a few seconds and boom, the name, the artist, the year, and probably even what the artist had for breakfast that day shows up on your screen. What the flip is going on here? How on earth does this piece of wizardry takes 3 seconds of skibbity bop and somehow finds the exact song title out of a gazillion songs on this planet? This technology has been around way longer than you might think, since the early 21st century to be precise. But how does it work? Well, my friends, get ready to have your mind obliterated, because these engineers definitely watched Little Einsteins as a kid. Before we even talk about Shazam and its magic, let's remember that sounds are just wigglings in the air. Well, sort of. When a song plays, it makes air molecules vibrate in a specific pattern. Your eardrums catch the wiggly air and send signals to your brain which goes, "Oh yes, Beethoven's Symphony No. 5. Or, "Oh frick, that's Despacito."
Yes, but
But your brain is not a computer. Well, at least mine isn't. Shazam, however, is a computer, and it's built different. Shazam listens to the song, but it doesn't hear it like you do. It doesn't vibe with the bass or hum the lyrics. Instead, it snaps a so-called fingerprint of the song, a unique pattern of frequencies over time. Imagine you're at a concert and you hear, your brain is like, "Oh, Beethoven is spitting for real." Shazam, on the other hand, is like, "Alright, we got a peak at 250 Hz, another one at 500 Hz, and a crazy spike at 1000 Hz. Let's note that down."
Write that down, write that down!
It doesn't store the entire song, just these key points where the music changes. These points are called spectrogram peaks, and they make up the song's fingerprint. Okay, so now what? Shazam throws the fingerprint into a massive database of song fingerprints. This database has a gazillion of songs, each with their own unique fingerprint. Think of it like this. You give Shazam a musical fingerprint, and it starts looking for matching fingerprints like Sherlock Holmes. It scans through the whole database in just a few milliseconds, finds a match, and boom, your song appears. It's literally like magic, except it's just a computer doing scary fast math. Okay, but here's the thing. Shazam doesn't just match exact songs. It has to deal with real-world nonsense like people talking over the music, garbage audio quality, and muffled sound because you forgot to take your phone out of your pocket. Luckily for you, Shazam is a real G and doesn't need the entire song. It only needs a few key peaks from the spectrogram to match it confidently. Even if your phone only picks up a few seconds of music, Shazam can still figure out the song because those key moments are still in the database. And to make it even crazier, Shazam uses artificial intelligence to filter out background noise, such as your bro screaming the lyrics in the wrong key. But what if the song just dropped today? How does Shazam already know it? Well, that's quite simple. Shazam gets fed music constantly. Music labels, artists, and streaming services upload fingerprints of new songs before they even release. That means the second a new track drops, Shazam already has that fingerprint in its database. Imagine Shazam as an NPC in a game that already has all the cheat codes before you even load in. If you're thinking, wait, can I just hum a song into Shazam? Absolutely not. Shazam is not your bro. It cannot understand your terrible off-key hums. Shazam works only with the original recording because it relies on precise sound frequencies. Humming or singing changes the audio too much for it to match properly. If you want something that recognizes your voice singing, you need apps like Google's Hum to Search or SoundHound, which work completely different, but are way less accurate. Ever heard a song and thought, wait, isn't that just a slightly different version of another song?
Huh?
Yeah, well, Shazam is low-key built different. Since it matches exact frequency peaks, two similar songs can still have different fingerprints. For example, Under Pressure by Queen and Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice sound similar, but their fingerprints are different. That's why Shazam rarely mixes up songs, even if they sound almost identical. So yeah, Shazam is basically musical magic, except it's just big brain algorithms and scary fast math. It turns sound into a fingerprint. It scans a massive database in milliseconds. It matches peaks instead of full songs. It ignores background noise like an absolute G. And it already knows new songs before you do. So, next time you're in a store, vibing to an absolute banger that you've never heard before, just whip out Shazam. But be quick, because once that song ends, you might never find it again, unless you hum it into Google. But we both know that's not gonna work. So yeah, not too complicated. You're welcome. That's going to cost you 1 subscribe. Don't worry, it's free. And oh yeah, tips in the form of likes are greatly appreciated.